hello everyone. Hi, welcome to Toonkind D&D. Toonkind at 12 FPS. This is the 12 FPS. Sir, you've got lore. Because talking this is Sir, and now he has lore, and also lore is here. Hello. Wow.
Hello.
Amazing. Wow, I can't believe it. Lore is in the room with us right now as we speak. Amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've somehow transported across the ocean in your
Oh my
room.
gosh. Oh wow. Oh, that's amazing. Wow.
Check your closet. I've been there the whole time.
Oh no! Oh no. Anyways, hi. Yes, hello. Hi, I'm RG. Hello. And I will today be playing Tongi in the Wood, the man who I've often played. I often play him in games. That's the he. But yeah, anyways, with me today is the lovely, wonderful, very good, talented the person. Please introduce yourself. I'm sorry, I
Hello,
like
my name
this.
is KT, and I'm playing Lore, my wonderful idiot.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Excellent. And yeah, I think we'll start off. It's it's a pretty rainy day in Toontown. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is Toontown,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's a pretty rainy day in Toontown, and Tongi is
Mm-hmm.
just out like enjoying the rain. It's nice. It's good. The ambiance. You love the ambiance. We love to see it. We love to see the ambiance, and yeah, he's just making his way downtown, walking at a steady pace. He's not really walking fast. There's not really much of a reason for him to walk fast here. Uh, and yeah, I
I
think.
can, yeah,
Oh, yeah, you want to say
I
something?
can say some things
Yeah,
if
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
you would like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Yes.
Drew was yelling at me in the chat. Uh, um, uh, sorry, they're calling me out.
Wait,
All
hang on.
right.
Let me see. Wait, is this happening outside of Lau's building? I don't know.
I don't know. It is
Toontown is
not.
a big
Lore has
place. It
wandered
may
off.
not be, but it could be. But it may not be. Who
Who
knows?
knows? Maybe it's in the vicinity. You know, no, do. You'll have to listen. Um, I don't know. It's okay. But basically, as Tengai, is it? How do you say his name? Tongi.
Tongi.
Tongi. Sorry. All
You're
right.
good.
As Tongi's walking around, I don't know what brings him over here, but there's like one of those little tunnels where, like, it goes under a road or another walkway. And do you want to roll perception or investigation?
I'd love to. I think it's the same modifier. Yeah, it's the same modifier either way. So that's just a +2. Let's see how my physical dice react. Oh, okay. Well, that's something.
Oh dear.
That's a 12.
Yeah, that should be enough. Basically, as you're going through this little walkway tunnel, you see near the end of it a young man dressed in rather colorful clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, have I ever shown you? I've shown you what Laura looks
Yeah,
like, right? Okay,
I've seen it. I've seen the lad. I've seen the lad.
good, good. All right. So as you approach, you kind of see this young man with this bright yellow umbrella, kind of not super bright, but kind of more of a pastel or whatever. But he's got a little journal or something open, and he seems to be scribbling away in it. And he doesn't necessarily seem to notice you at first, but he's just kind of hanging out
I think
in this
yeah. Oh,
uh,
go on.
tunnel while it's raining.
Hmm. So he just kind of notices this lad, and he's just he. I. Th- he's been going down on like a sort of leisurely pace, and just like walking down. Oh, that's a lad. Oh, okay. What is that's interesting. That's very interesting, huh? Who's this lad? Who is this mysterious lad? Whomst? Just like I think it kind of stops and like looks for a little bit. It's like, oh, whomst?
Okay, so I should probably roll for perception because my boy is dumb as flip. Okay. 14.
That
Luckily, this time,
oof.
and he does notice the person standing near him. It's a first.
Yep.
um,
Way. He did it.
yay. He kind of pops his head up and sees Tongi and smiles sweetly and is like, oh, hello.
Uh, hello. Uh. Now he doesn't know what to say. Just
Laura
like,
just kind of laughs, like, airily, like, nice to see you. I haven't seen too many people come this way. It's,
oh,
pretty dark out and raining."
uh, oh, right. Do you often come here?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you often come here?
Well, I mean, Laura kind of looks and thinks, seems to think for a minute. Uh, I mean, technically, I guess you could say this. This is technically my first time
Really?
here, but
Oh, oh, right.
I
Oh,
like places like this.
oh, that's fair. I can understand that. Hmm, first time here, huh? Hmm.
Laura just kind of smiles, not sure what to say, looking a little awkward. Not at you, more at himself, because he's you guess that it's probably been a minute since he's talked to someone, uh, at least today,
Hmm,
and probably feels a little out of practice.
hmm.
Also, I don't know if you get closer or not, do you?
Uh, well, I mean, he's talking. I think he's like steps a little bit closer, probably.
Okay, you can kind of see in the journal there's like another piece of paper over one of the pages that he's been scribbling at, and it seems to be some sort of letter. If you want to try to glance at it, you can roll.
What should I roll then? Perception or
Uh, you can roll perception or investigation, whichever you
yeah.
like.
Again, it's the same modifier, so like it both are good. Both. Tonky, I swear to peck. That's a 4.
Yeah, you don't see it.
It's just like,
Floor
oh,
isn't trying to hide it, but I mean, his arms are in the way because he's writing.
he's probably like a not intentionally like trying to make sure he doesn't look too close at it because it's like that might be personal. That's none of his business.
Um, anyway, so what Lore does, awesome, tang, but gosh,
Tonky,
why?
it's
Tongi.
valid. It's
I
valid.
haven't heard it, I've only read it.
Oh, you're so valid. You're very
uh,
valid.
Lore kind of, quickly blows on the ink and then folds up the letter nicely and slides it into his journal. And he has a backpack on the other side of him, and he seems to slide it in there. And he takes a more casual stance and looks up at you, very open, and says, "Well, you seem to want to talk
Tongi blinks. Oh no! Again! Not again! So please roll insight.
again.
This keeps happening to him.
What?
He
What
keeps getting in the proximity of people, and it's just like, oh, I have to talk to them now. It's the plot. It's the
happened?
plot. But roll insight
Oh,
so to see if Lore gets that.
oh, I will. Oh man, do I dare use dice
Yeah,
parser
you can use
again?
Dice Parser.
Oh, I'm just no matter what I roll, it doesn't. So investigation or
I would say insight.
insight. Okay, that's just a straight roll. It's a 4.
Good, that works.
I'm
Tongi,
glad we're on the same page.
Lore does not get that. So Tongi just blinks, and it's just like I didn't. I. Do you want to talk?
Laura kind of smiles. I can if you'd like, but if you got somewhere to be, I understand. I mean, it is raining. Laura smiles softly.
I. The thing is here is that like Lore seems like a nice person. He's not the sort of person Tongi's like, no, I definitely don't want to have a conversation with you. But he's just like, well, I mean, it's only polite. I may as well. Just like,
Oh, this poor dad.
uh, well, um, I suppose that, well,
Laura's gonna hold up a hand really quick and be like, sir, you seem to be pushing yourself a little bit. It's okay if you just go home.
hang on. I'm so sorry for this, KT.
You are
Okay.
fine.
So that was a 12. That was the deception.
I can roll to contest it if you
Oh,
like.
please do.
Okay. Do I have anything? What would I roll? Do you
Insight. Insight would
think?
probably be
And
it.
oh, yeah, no, that's totally fine. I'm
Because
more of
that's the
like,
one for like seeing people's true intention. Yep.
no, Lore's
You
good.
don't get that. You don't get that. For you,
That's a
Casey, I'm
nine.
just gonna say, Laura's basically calling Tongi out, like, just like, just like, uh, just like, he's already calling Tongi out so quick, so early into the 12 FPS. This bodes well. Anyways,
This is apparently what Lore does.
yeah. So he's just Tonki is just like, oh crud, yeah, uh, I can indicate this to him, this guy, but like I'm uh, uh it's just a he's but he Laura does not pick up on that, so he's just
Why is he so? Is it because he wants to talk but he doesn't?
it's probably like doesn't exactly have the brain energy. Maybe just he's not really super up for talking in all actuality, but like he's going to indicate that to Lore. Like
Oh,
he's
he's too
going to
polite for his
do
own
that.
good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just like well no. I really do appreciate it. I really don't mind talking to you if that's if you want to talk. I
Laura raises an eyebrow and just looks so
okay.
like neutral, like just not sarcastic, but like look at uh Tongi, right?
What Tongi, yeah.
Tongi. Okay, I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's just like, sir, you don't have to push yourself for a stranger.
Tonki, why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why did you make me do another deception? That was a 14.
Ah, Laura got a
There we
16.
go. There we go. Finally. So, yeah. Laura, you get that Tongi very well knows this, but for some reason, he's just like, uh, he for some reason feels the need to do so, like almost a compulsion even, and if for lack of a better term, and like you get the feeling that like there's a little sense of like, oh, hey, what was that for?
Intelligence.
Oh,
That's to double check something for me.
oh no, oh no. Well, anyways, I'll continue with that. Yeah, you also get the impression that like he's a little he would hate to admit this himself, but you get the impression that there's a bit of irritation there, like sort of like a sort of I know what's best for me, and I know what's best for you. Please, I no, that's not no. But it's also in a sense that like he deep down he knows he's being called out. So
uh, really quick.
hmm
Roll either perception, insight, or investigation. One of those. Any of them will
perception
do.
insight. Okay, Tongi's insight is better than his perception and
Yeah, go for it.
investigation. So let's. Oh shoot! Darn it. Sorry, my D20 fell off the table. I'll roll that again. Oh,
Mhm.
hello, sir. Hello, sir. That's a nat 27.
Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Uh
You see
oh.
Lore smile really big at you, like he just found out something really interesting. And he leans back and rocks forward onto his feet, stretches out his back, and you see that this young man is very tall,
Oh,
a good like foot taller than you,
man
despite
is so
being
tall.
very young. You figure he's about like 17, 18, late teens,
Mhm.
probably a young adult. And Lore stretches out his back, picks up his backpack, uh, picks up his umbrella, and walks over to Pongi and puts
Mhm.
the umbrella over him and says, well, if you want to go home, we can just walk together and that way you can do both.
Uh, I was in the middle of a walk, so I don't. I'm not exactly planning to go home right now, but
I mean, eventually you are, though, right? So we can just walk together. And you see that this very tall young man, freckles everywhere,
mhm.
um, he is obviously very human, like you definitely like 100% human, but
Hmm.
his eyes are very vibrant purple, which you know is very weird for a human.
Hmm. Donkey just like he's not good. He is definitely not going to bring it up, but like he sees those fire purple eyes, and he's like, "Oh, huh, that's either those are contacts or like that you." But I mean, honestly, this is both. This is both Einquell and this is Satoria's. Well, this may as well happen. So, oh, what was that 19 for?
That was just a straight 20. So insight or perception.
Oh,
I want to see if Laura can pick up on that. So
oh
you can
yeah.
contest if you like.
Oh right, a deception. Yeah, I mean, that may be hard to beat, but let's see. Yep! Yep!
Oh,
Of course,
yay.
yep! 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 That was a nat one, everyone! And that
Oh.
one plus 7 on deception.
And that one. Oh, do you want to say, do you want to describe what Tange, oh my gosh,
Tongi,
Tengi? Ah, Tangi. Oh
you
my
are so
gosh, I don't know
kind.
why I'm struggling
It's
so
so
much.
you're so valid. It is like it is easy. It's an easy name to get tripped up on, especially like if you're like yeah,
I'm
it's
super dyslexic.
oh, you're so valid. That's
Ah,
perfectly understandable. Um, it is entirely possible. I know that Lord does have like an
mhm.
eye that curse like with his eyes, so like that
Oh,
that
yes.
could be it. That may be it. I would have to roll a whiz save for Tongi then, if that's the case.
Oh, if you want, you can.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah. So
see. I
Tongi
will
just looks at his eyes
contest.
and like tries to figure out what's up with those, and then let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty decent, honestly.
Oh.
A 15. Oh, nice.
There's
Dang.
a reason why it's a +6.
Ooh.
So how does Tangi get afraid?
Um, thankfully he's not as unnerved by Laura's eye curse thingy as he could be, but like you've described it as like a sense of dread, I suppose.
It's a sense of
Huh?
dread and just not necessarily attached to the person, but suddenly like if you were just like drenched in fear.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just like so, Tongi just sees that, and then he definitely does see it. But oh, I hate to say this to you, Katie, but unfortunately, he's just like, oh yeah, this is what I usually experience, right? Like I know this has nothing to do with this lad, so like this is probably just my brain messing with me. That's yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna roll insight.
Oh, please
Nope.
do.
Yeah, Laura doesn't.
No,
I doubt he gets it. Oh, but you
no,
should roll to contest just in case.
absolutely. Should I roll insight on him?
Yeah, either.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good.
If it's
14
probably more than
plus
6, then.
7. It definitely is.
Oh yeah, Laura doesn't notice, but he does notice you staring because he did get that quite high roll earlier. I'm gonna say, is that okay?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah. Laura kind of smiles again, like he noticed something, and you're getting the idea that no, this man isn't necessarily mischievous, but more like in a not malicious way has found something to do.
Oh gosh. Oh
uh,
gosh.
and so he just smiles kind of softly, eyes kind of half closed, very kind, but also, oh, hello. And he's like, you're staring at the eyes, aren't you?
Oh, oh, goodness, real kind humans don't usually have purple eyes. I don't, what?
You're right. We don't normally have purple
All
eyes.
right, yes.
Do you want to know why? He smiles.
You're saying, I'm guessing that's, oh god, this is not context. Alright, you may as well tell me.
Lord kind of like tilts his head back, kind of playfully. And he's like, I've never asked anybody this because reasons. I'll tell you that later if you want.
Hmm.
Why don't you guess first? I'm curious.
Tongi just looks. He just looks. Just, uh, a curse of some sort? I don't know how exactly, but a curse? Maybe?
Technically, you could call it that. Lord kind of taps his chin. He's like, "Yeah, I guess it would be a curse."
All right. Okay. Are you gonna say more on that, or is that are you not? Are you not?
Lord smiles and he's like, "Would you like to start walking?"
Oh, I have. Mm, uh, um, uh, 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 now Tongi's at an impasse. Just like, hang on, I'm gonna have to roll my D2. Freaking. Here's the thing with like the D2s. Is that like I think it's like sort of supposed to be like flipping a coin, but like I'm lousy at that, so I'm just gonna shake it like a normal dice. No, you know what?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I'm just gonna use dice parser, whatever. Okay, what would one be and what would two?
What I usually do is I use a D4 and I say
Oh, that's
3 to
good.
4 is one side
Oh,
and
that's a good
2 to 1 is
idea.
another.
I should definitely use that in the future. But yeah, okay, so that's a two. So Tongi just like he deliberates for quite a bit. And then he
Well,
kind of
the entire time he's deliberating,
mhm.
Laura is just kind of casually watching.
And then you see him progressively get more like more and more thinking harder, just like and then he just oh, don't call me out like this. Fine, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just walk.
I'm guessing this sort of thing happens often to you. Laura says very,
Being
like,
called out?
a little
No,
concerned and worried.
no, not say specifically. Not say specifically. No.
What do you mean by this specifically? And Laura starts to walk.
Uh, um. Okay, now Tongi, now Tongi, sir, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What would I feel like you want me to do a role of some sort, but like,
He was
uh,
holding his umbrella over you as well.
oh right, I Doggy Doggy put down his umbrella. Now is puts it back in his hammer space. Just like, oh right, I don't need that anymore. At least not right now. Okay. What?
Just to let you know, Laura did that because he figured this guy is going to be the kind of person where if an umbrella's offered, he's going to walk.
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Now I think I know what you're trying to do with me, Tongi. You peck neck affectionate. Oh shoot! I fell out of my. Okay. Hang on. Let's try that again. Uh, Wait, no, no. You know what? Never mind. What did I? What do I
You're good. Take
say?
your time.
What do I say? I don't. Oh, you know what? Forget it. Being called out like this, it doesn't usually happen to me. No one's ever. I don't.
No one's ever done what, sir?
I. What? I'm.
What? Has anybody ever asked you how you are?
Hang on.
Laura stops at the end of the tunnel waiting for him.
Okay, that's. You're not crying right now, sir. That's a 17. You're not gonna cry now. Not gonna
What
cry
is that? Can I
yet.
contest it?
That was a whiz save. That was a whiz save.
Ugh, okay.
Um, uh, he's just usually in a. How long have you been in Einquell for?
That was insight.
Oh! Ah! I don't know what to give you for that. Well, okay,
uh,
you get the impression that he was trying to like. I think for that, I'll just give you the impression that like he was purposely trying to compose himself, and he thankfully did succeed that time. You get the impression that if he had failed more miserably, he probably would have cried or something.
Laura smiles, and you see, like, it's very soft, and it almost hurts how soft it is. And he just smiles, and he's like, I've been in Einquell for, I honestly, it's not been super long,
Mhm.
but Laura kind of shrugs and, like, looks up and grabs his chin, thinking, and then looks down. I mean, maybe a few weeks.
Oh, right.
I'm not. There's reasons why I don't remember. Let's just say that.
Oh, right.
However, sir, you don't necessarily seem okay.
I, I, like, Lars, please work with me. Please work with me. I wanted to ask. I wanted to explain. Please. Okay, no, it's just the thing is, you've most likely heard of the plot at this point. It's just, the plot you see is just like I feel like it's just been putting me like in just these situations. I want to say, just like, and I feel like I have to act. I have to act along with it. I, I don't. I, I don't necessarily want to. It kind of hurts almost.
Laura walks back and as he's talking, puts a hand on Tongi's shoulder. Why do you feel like you have to?
Why does he feel like he has to? Good question. I feel like he might have to do an intelligence check for that because, like, I don't know if he knows. Okay. Uh, that was a dirty 20. Uh,
Ooh. Should I roll anything for that, or
you
should I
don't.
just?
You don't necessarily need to.
Mhm.
That's just like for him to figure out why he does that. I. It just feels easier, I guess. It just. I barely know you. Why? You barely know me. I don't even know. I don't even know if I've introduced myself to you yet. I don't even know if you. Why?
Oh, sir, you haven't talked to anybody in a while. It seems like
I.
who's just been concerned as you are about strangers.
I. I'm hoping you haven't misheard that, but like, I've talked to plenty of people. It's dang.
Oh, wait, that's not what I said, sir. I
Oh,
said,
right.
I
I was
said,
wondering.
it's been a while since you've talked to someone who's as concerned as you are about strangers.
Whoop! Whelp! Another was save! That's a 4! Yay! That's a 4 plus 2! That's a 6!
Lor still has his hand on Tongi's shoulder.
Wait, no. No. He just breaks down. Yeah, no, he's so.
Oh, Lor looks so worried, and he
Yeah.
like puts down his umbrella, um, and just like picks him up and hugs him.
Ah! And he starts breaking down again. I, yeah, it's like the sort of sobbing that's just like,
It's funny
oh
because
my
he's so little.
gosh.
He's literally holding him like a kid.
Yeah, he just, oh my gosh, he needed this. It's just like the sort of sobbing that's just like almost screaming-ish, like almost like it's just like you can tell that like this is the sort of crying that like he needed to get out like for a long while, and it's just like, yeah, it almost kind of hurts. It almost
Yeah,
kind of hurts to hear it, but you get the
yeah.
impression that he probably needed to get that out.
Oh, I feel like that's a very easy impression to get.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Um,
yeah. I knew something like this was gonna happen, but I, ah,
Laura's literally holding him and like patting his back and rubbing it, and like his big brother instincts kick in, and he's
yeah, no,
like
it's
rocking
really,
Donkey, and he's like,
just don't.
just she's gonna be quiet and let him cry.
Yeah, he's gonna cry for quite a while, man. Ah, ha 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 ha, yeah, man, yeah, man. Well, at least he's gotten that out. It's just like, yeah. So, yeah, you just spend a you just spend some time like letting Tongi cry, and
In my mind, it's like half an hour.
yeah, yeah, that's probably it. I think after half an hour, you're at the point where like Tongi is just like he's more or less finished. It's just like quiet sobs at this point, just like shaking, just like still trembling a little, but like yeah, you get the impression he's a bit better. He's better now. He's doing better. He got that out.
Laura just lets him sit quietly for a second and see if he says anything first before he talks.
I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have had to. I'm so sorry. Don't even know
If you
your
knew,
name. I'm so sorry.
Lure smiles. He's like, I don't even know your name, so we're fair. Uh,
That, oh
if you knew
God.
anything about me, you'd know that this is not an issue.
He he kind of hugs Laura a little tighter, and
Lure reciprocates.
you're so sorry. You're young. You're so young. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Lure smiles and chuckles, and you can actually feel it vibrate in his chest. And he's like, I might be young, but you should know well enough that people's life experiences don't always make them as young as they are. I might be a little naive. Um, I might be a little stupid, depending on how people look at it. But I know of a few things about being stressed out and wanting to cry.
Up. Great. Tongi, I swear, that was another whiz save. I don't think I don't. Okay, let me just play this. Definitely, I don't. Definitely, I don't. Because I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. 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 Oh God.
Laura's just gonna pat his back firmly, but not hurtfully, and he's like, "Why are you sorry?"
And it's gonna do another whiz save to see if Tongi can. Yep. Yeah. That's a 16. So hang on. Yep. There we go. Okay. Tongi just like tries and breathe to do deep breaths. Just yeah. Just like trying to slow down. Like I don't. I don't. I don't
You
feel
don't
like.
know?
I don't. No. 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 I don't feel like I deserve it. I don't feel like I deserve these.
Hmm. Lord doesn't seem happy about that answer, and he's like, "Why don't you? If you think everybody else does."
Uh-oh. Tongi, I swear. Okay, that's good. Great. Good. That's thankfully not as high as you could have gotten. That was a deception roll again. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I can roll to contest if you'd like, or you
Please,
can just add a
please,
DC.
please do. Please do.
What should I roll?
Insight.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Yeah. Dang.
darn. Actually, I'm gonna make you roll at advantage, just 'cause, yeah.
Okay.
I just want. It doesn't feel right for Lord to not get this. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, I'm
You'd be
giving it.
surprised.
I'm giving this to you anyways. I'm giving this to you anyways. I don't
He is
care.
holding the man in his arms.
Yeah, I don't care. Just like he doesn't. He stiffens when you say that. He stiffens when you say that, and you, it's you take a moment. Like you sort of don't really get this at first, but somehow you get the impression that he feels like he hasn't done enough to prove his worth, perhaps, or perhaps he's done too much for him to too too much of the wrong thing for him to deserve it. Maybe.
Laura's gonna give a big sigh and just take Tongi over and sit against the wall again and readjust him so that he's literally just holding him in his arms again, letting him lean back against his arm. I mean, Laura's a big guy. This is not difficult for him. And he's just gonna make sure Tongi's not gonna try to escape,
Yeah,
but
I
isn't like hurting him
Tongi's
or making him
yeah.
claustrophobic.
Tongi just had like a really, really big cry. Like he just had like a breakdown. Basically, he's not going to move right now.
Yeah.
His head is too full of other stuff right now for him to like
Mhm.
think about escaping at this point. He's
Laura's
here
got
now.
his head resting against his shoulder, and he's just like, "Okay." we're going to do a little bit of a thought exercise. Sound good? And by that, I mean you don't really have a choice. So say yes.
Like, you get the impression that he's just like too tired to like even protest against that. But he also knows that like he's too exhausted to like even have a choice here. He may as well.
Laura smiles. Okay.
Yes.
What would you do if you're walking down a tunnel and you see a young man scribbling in a notebook?
Tongi's eyes are just closed as he just leans against Laura. Just, well, if he's just the same thing I did before. Why are you asking me this?
Because you stopped to check on them. You didn't have to. Plenty of other people walked past here and
Other
did nothing.
Tongi, I'm so. All right, well that's
You're
not.
fine.
Yeah, no, he made me roll another whiz check. That's whiz save. I mean, that's a 13 though. That's actually not. He just. Yeah, you're right. That's okay. That's fair. I'll take that.
And I'm guessing this is a habit of yours, otherwise you wouldn't have gestures.
I suppose it is.
And it must weigh on you enough that it happens quite frequently, especially since you mentioned that thing that tunes always seem to about the plot. You don't really, I've heard ish about it, um,
Mm,
but you feel compelled for some reason to try to help people despite you not feeling like you deserve it, which does not make sense, sir.
Tongi looks at Lore. Just why? Why not?
Well, have you ever killed anybody?
I'm so sorry, KT, but you've asked the wrong question. You've asked
Oh,
the
don't
wrong
worry. No, you
question.
don't understand. I asked the right question.
Okay, so that was a 12. That was better than. Okay, you know what? No, I'm rolling a disadvantage. I'm so sorry,
hmm
KT. This is so
Oh,
bad. This is
you
so.
don't know
Okay,
aspects of my backstory.
all right. This is okay. So that's okay. That's better than I was expecting.
Should I roll
Tongi's
to contest at all, or are you good?
well, those were whiz saves. Tongi kind of
hmm
stiffens. He stiffens and his face goes a bit pale, but you get the impression that maybe he was just like maybe the emotional breakdown like kind of helped with like you get the maybe had he not had the emotional breakdown, he probably would have had a worse reaction. But Tongi, what are you gonna do? Actually, oh, let's see. Are you going to admit this to the boy? Okay, wait, no, I actually, hmm. I- Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna play this out. I, um, Laura, wait, shoot, no, wait, that's not, sorry, whatever
They
his
have
name
not
is.
told each other their names yet.
Sorry, slip up the brain, slip up the brain. I, how would you react if I said I have?
I wouldn't, because things happen.
Tongi's eyes widen at you. How? How? Sir, how? Actually, you know what? Hang on. I don't know if it would be an intelligence save or a wisdom save, but it's the same one. 19. What the? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna disadvantage.
Is it higher?
He just keeps getting the actual. That emotional breakdown really helped you, huh? Anyways, I why what what?
You met a stranger, sir. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I haven't necessarily killed a person, but I do have a parent who has. And some people say it was justified, and other people say it wasn't. He served his time. He's fine, relatively. But I mean, I live in a really rural area. I've killed lots of monsters, things that some people might have considered sentient, more like a
I'm
person.
so sorry. I'm still processing the fact that you did not react to that in the way I was expecting, especially since you are half my age, I'm presuming. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Well, what happened, sir?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Because
We're
either
really
way, you
getting
seem
all
to
the
have.
more.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah! So he tensens up more, and he almost like jumps a little, and he just grows pale, and it's probably like the sort like, maybe it's like his mouth may be getting a bit dry, which in part also because he just cried, and I don't know if he has any water to drink right now. So it's just like, um, uh, um, I will say just right now, he's probably gone nonverbal at this point. So like he's going to stop for a bit and just like yoink out of his. Wait, hang on. That I would have to do a hammer
uh,
space roll for this.
yeah, no, Laura's also gonna be like, oh no, I forgot what he was gonna say. Never mind. He's just gonna wait.
You're so valid. Yeah. Okay. So that was a 4 for the hammer space roll. So he pulls out a whiteboard with uh um a chalk with like a little pen, and he kind of just sits there like almost like he's thinking of what how exactly to write this. How can he do that? How? And um man, okay. So man, Katie, do you ever get that thing where like you've had an idea in your head for so long that you when you actually put it out into reality, it's just like, "Oh, huh. Oh,
Called
wow."
That's called therapy.
Yeah, but I mean, this is more just me, like, just like thinking, like, I actually the ideas I've had in my head for so long are actually getting out, and I just looking at back at them like, man. But anyways, yeah, Tongi just writes the thing down, and he uh he turns the whiteboard around, and he says it. The whiteboard says, um, I was manipulated into killing someone for certain reasons that were not entirely made clear to me when I was very young, presumably about your age. And this is, I still, uh, I, I'm,
You still feel guilty about it.
hey! Wait. Yay! That was a 4! He cries again! Wait!
Laura just holds him. This entire
Yeah.
time he hasn't been judgmental.
Yeah, he just, oh my gosh, Tongi needed this. He just sobs into Laura's chest, yeah, trembling.
Big old hug.
Yeah,
Laura's very good at hugs.
yeah. So just continues crying into his chest. It's not the same, like, sort of, like, almost scream crying before, but, like, it's, yeah, you still get the impression that this feels good to have gone out of his chest, but yeah.
Laura's gonna smile softly. I don't know if Tongi sees it, but he's like, I guess that plot thing kind of cares about you then. If you were to meet me, I'm not going to judge you for something like that. You said you were manipulated. You admit that it wasn't completely your fault.
I still feel guilty about it though. I still
Well, that's
killed
normal.
someone.
Well,
I
yeah,
killed
but
more than one person. I don't shouldn't be telling you this.
I'm a stranger. Secrets are pretty safe with me, but uh, I just realized I forgot my manners. And he sticks out a hand and he's like, Lorem Quire Para. You can call me Lore.
Okay, so Tongi's emotions are just like on. okay, that's actually better than I was expecting. Cause like Tonki's emotions are like really wild at the moment. So it's just like I was wondering like if he would like have another breakdown from the fact that like he told this stranger everything and he didn't even tell him his name. So Tonki kind of you gotta. I don't. What would you do, my boy? Just. Oh,
I mean, he's holding out a hand for a
I haven't
handshake.
even said my name. That. I. Okay, great, Sisam. Well, he takes the hand, and you know what? I think he's going to say it. I. Well, I oftentimes introduce myself as Tongi Lowell, and I still consider that I suppose that is my one of my real names, but considering I've just told you all of that, I may as well say, and he holds the hand a bit firmer, not too, not he squeezes it like not too, not tightly, so it's uncomfortable, but yeah, and he looks at you and he says, it's a name that I've had for well, for a long while before for a much longer while since I've had Tommy the Wool has Kalantan Sarstan. It's nice to meet you. And I'll type that in the
Well,
chat for
I'm just like, yeah.
I'm gonna DM
Um,
that for you to you KT, just so that
yeah, no, you're good. Uh,
yeah. Okay, so
Laura's gonna
just so you know
smile
how
again,
it's
very
written.
yeah. Laura's gonna smile, very non-judgmentally, and be like, "It's very nice to meet you." And how do you say the you're looking at the
Kalantan Chastan. Kalantan,
uh,
basically.
he's gonna say, "Nice to meet you, Karantan."
Oh
And
gosh, okay. Man, I did not think this was how it's gonna go. I did not think this
that's
lore
what
was
a
gonna.
lot of people say
I
apparently when
yeah,
they RP with me, and
I
I
did not
apologize.
expect this lore to get out so quick. Oh my gosh, this ended up working out so. Okay, that's man. Okay,
Oh, the
Tong,
things
my
I
boy,
wish I could tell you.
Tongi, or as I can call you now, Kalantan, my boy. Just like and okay, so that was not like Kalantan, Tongi or Kalantan just smiles so big. You get the impression that like he hasn't entirely had like been able to like smile like this in a while, or maybe just not that freely, and he just uh, it's nice to meet you too. I'm thank you, thank you. It's so nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too. Don't worry, you count as a friend.
Oh, Tonki! If you are making so many whiz saves. Oh wow, that's wow. You've calmed down, my boy. That was in that 22. So Tonki, like you get the impression that he's like he's his composure is like he's gathering his composure a bit more, and he smiles again, and ah, well, well, it's already too late. I suppose I already count you as a friend now.
I sure hope so.
ah,
He laughs.
I mean, I've already told you my not my life story, of course, but I mean, I just disclosed something very personal, so I mean, I may as well, may as well. I mean,
Mhm.
well,
Laura's gonna look a little concerned and be like, how many people know that? Because I don't want to get you in trouble.
um, but a few people do. My husband does. Of course. I mean, he.
Oh, really quick, when you say your husband, Laura smiles so soft and nostalgic.
Oh, buddy, hold soft. And well, then there's a few other people elsewhere in Einquell who know, but definitely it's an incredibly personal thing to me, and it's. Mm,
Well, sometimes it helps just to tell someone. And don't worry, you can trust me. I won't say anything.
mm.
Um,
Well, I suppose I was already at the breaking point, so.
sorry, what do you say?
I suppose I was already at the breaking point, so I mean, I had
I
to have.
mean, sorry, you finish.
No, I had to have. I have to have told you. So
You have to what?
yeah, I had to have told you. I had to have
Yeah.
told you that whole thing. So yes.
Lore, smiles at that, and he's like, "Well, if you were gonna tell anyone, you're lucky you ran into me." Uh, Lore laughs again. That thing you said about the plot, I think I had someone tell me, a new friend of mine, he's a detective.
Mm,
He's also a real kind, but he told me that he, he he believes the plot isn't real, but I'm beginning to suspect otherwise,
uh,
considering what's been going on while I've been in Einquell,
mm,
at least with me.
mm. But it at least knowing about the plot makes it easier to, I suppose. Um, I guess explain the. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. My words are so. I think I'm able to mess with a bit more. Hmm.
Lord digs in his backpack and pulls out like a little like thermos and
Oh, oh,
unscrews it and pours him some water and hands it to him.
oh, thank you. I completely forgot. I thank you so much. And he will drink
Oh,
the
you
water.
didn't really, yeah. Laura's like, well, you didn't really completely suspect to lose all your hydration out of your eyes, did you?
I don't know if I did, but I mean, you never know. You never know. And he drinks the water.
Laura just smiles and he's like, well, if we're both entangled in this plot web thing, well, I mean, you seem to believe in some sort of fate. I
Hmm.
guess you really had to get it off your chest because you met me, right?
Oh, maybe yes. Hmm, hmm.
So don't feel too guilty about it then.
I'll try not to be. I
You seem to have the habit of hanging on to things, yeah.
Oh! Hey, thanks for calling him out like that. Hey, let me see. Oh,
Apparently
yay!
that's what he does, I'm
Well,
sorry.
hey! No, he needs to be called out like that. He needs to be called out like that. And I'm so glad Laura's doing it. That was a 7. So I have a gosh. Tongi just uh, again. I know you're stiffening my boy, but also, what are you doing? He's just. Oh, I. Well, the thing is, it's just that I mean, it's just. Oh, goodness, well, you for me as well know, it's just, I feel like I have to just present this sort of version of myself to, like, I mean, it's not like I'm actually, like, fully lying to people, it's just, like, if, but it's more like I guess I'm just trying to fit myself, like, trying to fit, for lack of a better term, like, fit a square peg into a round hole, and it's, like, it worked out, like, for a bit, but it's, well, it's I think it's starting to take a toll on me. Actually, it, yes, it's. Hmm,
Would take a toll on anyone. Sounds like you just need a bigger circle to put that square peg in.
hang on, he's making so many. He's making so many word saves. He's made so many word saves. I was not. So his eyes kind of water, and he. Oh, hmm, I guess you're right. God, did not think this was going to happen today. I did not.
I mean, why
God.
would you? I don't think you can see the future.
No, you're right. I don't think. Oh, God, do you always do this? Do you?
Loris takes a big sigh and just looks like not necessarily tired, but like you can tell that apparently it's a yes. And he's like, it seems to be happening every time I meet someone.
Oh dear. Oh,
I'm
oh,
not upset. It's more that I get upset when the people don't, they just don't want to, they don't have to tell me anything, but it's obvious like they need to get something off their chest. And
oh,
when they don't, it's upsetting.
oh. Oh, he's thinking of Romano now because for context, Katie, I don't know if you're up with today with Fairweather with Robato's thing, but like
Nope.
ha 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 ha. Well, long story short, Roboto went off to a place called Fairweather, which lots of traumatic things. TLDR.
I don't know who
Um,
Roboto is.
Nuclear Roboto. He's one of the guys. He's Staria's character. Who Staria plays in the Aberration Investigator server. Um, and you may know him as like the robot dad or whatever the heck. He basically what happened, and he's also a friend of Tongi's. Basically what happened was Roboto went off to a place called Fairweather, which trauma, which basically TLDR, human experimentation, child kidnapping, child lots of bad horrible things, and yeah,
Oh,
Roboto went back, and then Tongi met him again, and Tongi found out about like a good deal of the stuff. Not the whole story, but a good deal of the stuff. And he failed the whiz save and ended up crying. Because, oops, trauma, people! And then, yeah, Roboto went back without telling anyone where he was going. And then he went back and he was going down a negative spiral, and Camille had to go back and get him and punch him into being semi-functional. So it's just like Tongi's
who
just
had to go
sitting there
get
like,
him?
eh?
Who had to go get him?
Camille Christie. That was in the 12 FPS purple and gray.
Oh my gosh, that means Tongi knows Camille.
Oh yeah, Tongi does know Camille, but I don't think he didn't specifically ask for Camille to like go
Hmm.
get Roboto out out
Oh
of
yeah,
the
no,
apartment. He
I
was
don't
just
know who Tongi knows. Does Tongi know Azumi?
he knows of Azumi. Mordia told him about Azumi, but he does
Hmm.
not know Azumi yet personally. He has not
Cool,
met him yet.
because Lore did mention a real kind man detective who did not believe in the plot.
But Tongi's just like, oh well, I don't know this person, but yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
that's fine. I just thought that was funny.
yeah. But yeah, anyways, Tongi has definitely been thinking because Roboto has not been handling the whole thing in healthy ways, so Tongi's just kind of thinking about him, and I, I do have a friend who is rather like that, unfortunately. May I be frank?
Of course you can.
I'm actually
Nice to meet you,
so
Frank.
fucking annoyed at him. God, I didn't know what to swear, but oh God, you know what? You know
Lore
what?
smiles and swears a few words in a few languages, including common.
Tongi like kind of picks up that like he's probably swearing, so he just like laughs at that. Just like, no, I just sorry. Yes, but anyways,
Trust me, I know swears.
I figure you mostly yes, yeah. Yes, well, anyways,
I know them in quite a few languages,
I can
actually.
gather,
Anyway,
I can
go
gather,
on.
yes. You know, we got quite a few, yes. Well, anyways, oh, truth be told, I am so fucking annoyed at him. Really fucking annoyed. I'm so it's just you know, again the square peg in the round hole. I just never wanted to indicate that I was annoyed at him. Just to, maybe make things worse. I guess I'm overly polite or something. I don't
You
fucking
are
know.
definitely overly polite, sir.
Yeah, I
You
sure
couldn't even
fucking
tell me that you wanted to go on a walk.
I sure fucking am. I sure fucking am. Oh God, it feels good to say that.
It sure fucking does.
Yay! Sure fucking does. Anyways, well, oh, anyways, yes. It's just he just hasn't been dealing with things healthily, and it's just I'm really worried about it. And I'm so fucking annoyed. It's just he's
Hmm.
not even trying to. He didn't even. God, you know he went off to some place that was really traumatizing for him. At least that's what I'm picking up on. He of course doesn't want to admit it, but well, he just went off without telling any of us. Not even a word of warning or anything. It's just why the fuck? Why the actual why? Why? That's not how trauma. Do you even? Gods, gods.
Lors laughs, and I don't know if Tongi's startled by this, but it's like a really deep chuckle, and it kind of shakes Tongi, and he's like, "You know what? That sounds like a person I just met."
Does it? Tongi kind of looks less hopeful that like this is the same person, but I'm imagining it's not.
Yeah, Lord looks at Tongi for a really long time
Yes. Wait.
and gestures like, "You, sir."
Oh my gosh! Ah! Yay! Laura Tongi needs the calling of freaking neck. I thought you were gonna fail that, my boy. Do I? You know what? No, I'm not rolling a disadvantage. Tongi's eyes just widen at you, and he points at himself, and like, oh, part of me really wants to deny that. Me?
Uh, I think it's a little bit more than a maybe, sir. Do you know what you just told me? And you haven't told a lot of other people? It sounds like one of the reasons you're frustrated at him is because you do the same thing.
Wait, wait, wait.
And it sounds like you don't like seeing other people in your situation.
Oh my gosh, you're calling him out so beautifully. Tongi's eyes just widen, and you get the impression that, oh, he is making a realization. He has an epiphany. He's having an epiphany right now. Man, I, I guess so. I've never really thought about it so much. I wonder why.
Oh, because you don't think about yourself.
Wait! You're calling him out so much! I love it!
Look,
That's
my
a
boy
10.
isn't wise and he isn't smart, but what he makes up for is emotional intelligence.
I'm calling people out when it's well deserved. Tongi, yeah, that was a 10 on the whiz save. Tongi just looks at Lore and his eyes water. He's not entirely crying, but like, you get the impression that, like, yeah, yeah,
Nail on head.
yep, exactly. I, I mean, it's hard. It's, oh, God, you're going to, you know what? You've called me out enough. I may as well. It's hard to think about myself when I'm looking after other people so often.
Well, you did say you were married. Uh, it sounds like if I overstep, tell me, but
Oh.
I think your husband would like it if you thought more about yourself.
Ah! Hey! You have nailed all the. Oh!
You don't
Ah!
understand Laura's backstory. He has 6 parents, and this boy is not different.
Ah! I'm just here, just like, oh my gosh, you are hitting all of the good points. It's just, oh man. Tongi just sits there
And those
and.
are only his parents. He was raised by a village.
Oh man! Man! Wow! Dang, good for him! But yeah, Tongi just sits there. He sits and just. He thinks. He thinks a lot, and he probably
I'm
would.
guessing
He
I'm
probably
guessing
would.
he worries about you like you worry about him, and it makes you happy when he takes care of himself, right?
Oh boy. You know what? No, I'm not even going to do a whiz. I'm not even taking that whiz save. I'm just gonna let this happen naturally. I, hmm I mean, he's my dearest best friend. I don't.
I really hope so. You married him.
That's a good point. Yes. But oh God.
It
I,
hurts when you see people you care about not take care of themselves, right?
And he
So,
nods. He
mhm.
nods.
So maybe you should think about doing the same. Take care of yourself, make them happy.
I, I don't know where to start. I know that's a terrible, terrible thing to say, but I don't know where
It's
to
called
start.
sir. It's called therapy.
Uh, I'm. Should probably
It's
be.
also called, you know that analogy of the square peg we were talking about?
Mhm.
You're the square peg, right?
Mhm.
Well, if you're gonna fit through that circle, you need to change your surroundings.
Oh. Oh. Um. I. I. I am going to confess. I already am going to therapy, but I think I may have been talking. I may be talking. I'm going to have to bring this up at the next therapy appointment, certainly, and also a bunch of other things. God.
Does your husband know what you told me?
Mm, yes, I. Mm,
Have you considered bringing him with you for support?
for therapy, I that may be useful. I actually. Um,
I'm sure your therapist has told you about this, but you can go to therapy all you want, and it can help. But
mhm,
habits are hard to break, and the only way that they stick is with a support system, meaning you need to let people in, like your husband or other people you care about, to help support you like you do for them.
Hang on. So I think at this point that kind of get yeah. I think at this point like Tongi that already like has made Tongi like bit more like pretty a bit more weepy. But yeah, with the 19 and a whiz save, I think it probably it's just like I don't think he definitely doesn't break down that easily, I don't think. Just I'll keep that in mind then. I'll keep that in mind.
You definitely said sure, sir, because from the looks of it, you care a lot about a lot of people. And if you're as nice to them as you are to me, a stranger you met in a tunnel, then they definitely care about you.
And Tongi just nods, just and he kind of like huddles like his head into his knees, just and
The
he
Lord just rubs
yeah
his back so to
yeah
help him breathe.
yeah he just kind of leans against Laura though. Just, and he tries to settle himself down mm, and Laura, I
Hmm.
did not think Tongi was going to do this early, but I guess Laura helped him like with the I you speed run some stuff, my boy. You speed run some of Tongi's character arc stuff.
Oh,
I can't believe this. Anyways, Tongi just like reaches up.
the things I wish I could tell you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Tongi just reaches up like towards like he has his hair in like a high ponytail currently.
Hmm.
He reaches towards like the little hairband that's keeping his hair in a in the high ponytail, and he takes it off, and his hair falls back, and he he steadies his breath, he steadies his breathing, and he just sits there and leans against the door.
Letting your hair down, sir?
Oh God, oh horrible, horrible. I
I got
guess
you to
yes.
laugh, though.
Oh God, God, no, no. You can't be doing this. I mean, you can't be. No, no.
I guess the plot really does bully you.
And you actually, I did. Okay, you're speed running so many stuff. KT, how?
Laura's laughing with Tangy.
KT,
Tongi.
how? You noticed that like there's like
I
as
can put
Tongi.
you in Laura jail later if you want.
Oh, please do, please do. Anyways, Tongi just like he as he laughs, you get he these little sparks just like start flying around him, like sparks on like a campfire, and it's so radiant. He is radiant right now.
Laura just waits, but it's not judgmental.
God, you can't do this to me. You cannot do this to me. I swear. I
Man,
swear.
you're really
Why?
good at denial, aren't you?
Uh, wait, in denial of what? Oh, like the
Most
blushing.
things. Yeah.
Oh.
Laura just smiles, like, playfully.
Mm, well, mm. And Tongi looks pretty thoughtful for a moment, and well, if I guess I have been, haven't I?
Well, if you tell a complete stranger all this stuff and you've been trying to avoid it, yeah, I'd say so.
Mm, God, I really was at the breaking point, wasn't I? Why
Laura
am I like this?
gestures to the adult man sitting in
Yep.
the young man's lap.
Ah! Just like, it's just like laying down. Right. Right. Mm,
It really is okay, by the way. I
Good.
told you this happens a lot.
I.
Usually because I do what I just did to you without meaning to, but
Mm,
this is what happens when you come from a
yeah.
town and less than 50 people in the middle of nowhere.
Honestly, I don't really. I don't. Why would? I do not know how you would be calling me out like that, without even knowing me, like on purpose. That's
Hey,
like, hello, are you psychic, sir? That would be
no,
horrible.
it would be horrible, wouldn't it? I don't
That's
want to
terrible.
force people to tell
No,
me things.
no,
I just want to talk to
exactly,
them.
exactly. No, exactly. And I just,
Um, but I
yeah.
do know a lot of people, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and most people I meet seem to fall into one of the categories I know. But they're
Mm-hmm.
not exactly, but enough that I can kind of guess what might be going on.
Oh, oh.
I know them very personally. As I said, my entire life has been living in a town less than 50 people, and
Oh,
we're basically just a big family. We know everything about each other to the
oh,
point that gestures
mm,
to you, I can have a little bit of insight without trying.
ah, well, seems like it's taught you well then. You are looking after yourself too, right?
Lloyd laughs and he's like, best I can. Yes, sir.
Mm,
But first, don't worry, I'll tell you about me. But
what's
what's the
that?
glowing?
Oh, right. Uh, well,
Sounds like you want to get that off your chest.
yes, mm. We've been outside for quite a while. I was planning to be home by now, but we may as well.
Don't worry, well, I'll walk with you and, well, not explain to your husband. It depends on what you want to tell him, but I'll just say that
Mm.
you're nice enough to check on me. He'll
Oh,
understand. It seems to be a habit.
mm. Tongi or Kalantan. Sorry, that name is a bit hard for me to pronounce. Uh, just nods, and I think that'll work. And if anything, I think Adrian would probably be relieved to know that that I made that realization. That's maybe I don't. Well, we're gonna have to
Well,
talk when I
if
get back.
he's not upset, I can
Mm,
talk to with him. Not just be with you while you
mm,
say it, so that
mm,
it might be a good idea to let your husband know you told this to a stranger. Just
mm.
communication's important between spouses.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Mm, that's that would be that would be good. I frankly I don't think
Mm,
this is the worst it could have been. So I don't think he'll. I hope he won't be
I'm
too
I'm
upset with me. But knowing
I'm
him,
not malicious.
I
I
have
think it
not.
will.
I have
Mhm.
not gathered that from you in the slightest.
Yeah, Lore smiles almost knowingly and is like, I think it will help if he meets me.
Hmm. It would help, yes. You should.
Some people say I have a vibe. He laughs.
Oh, fine. Oh dear. Hang on. I'm gonna have. Does Honky know what a vibe is? Okay, that's the third. I think he knows what a vibe is. He probably knows it from Adrian. I don't know.
Lore smiles. He's like, it means that I kind of got a feel about me.
Yes, no, exactly. I think I got that idea, but ah,
I learned
there's
it relatively recently too. Don't worry.
oh, that's perfectly understandable. Ah, but yes, it would. I think it would probably be for the best that he knows that all that, and he'll certainly be asking me why I let my hair down like this. That's one thing, but I think it'd be good if he liked
Lord
you as well. I think
laughs.
he liked you. I think he liked you.
I mean, if you like him, I'm sure I'll like him.
Tongi smiles, just like you certainly will. Trust me, you absolutely will.
I'm excited to meet him.
Hmm,
And you can tell Lore means that genuinely.
hmm. Tongi smiles, just yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, shall we be on the way then?
After you tell me what the sparky sparks are,
So what?
he points at where Mr. Foxman is glowing.
Tongi just kind of looks at you perplexed, just like, so what?
You're Lord laughs. I'm glad you're comfortable with me because you're glowing.
Am I?
Yeah, sir, you are. And Lore kind of takes Tongi's hand and holds it up so he can see.
Oh well, Tongi has like a glove on, so I think that's probably not gonna exactly work. But
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Well,
what
then
will
let
happen
me
instead
let,
is that like Tongi's gonna
really
do
quick.
a hammer space roll to pull a hand mirror out of his like hammer space. That
Yeah,
one works. So he opens it up and looks at it, and he is glowing. He is glowing. And his eyes are just wide right now. And those sparks come back. They come back, and only a little bit, but like, because only little, not as much as like, well, whatever. They come back anyways. I'm just, they come back, and Tongi just looks and stares in awe, and I, is that can happen? What?
apparently.
Tongi
That
just looks. His mouth is agape right now. It's like, oh, that can happen? I could do that?
apparently. Is that Laura smiles. Is that Foxfire?
Tongi doesn't entirely process. He did hear that, but like he's too busy thinking. He's in his own thoughts right now. It's like he kind of looks. He kind of like his head. He kind of like looks upward from like the hand mirror, like sort of staring into nowhere at this point, just like thinking. He is doing a think. He's having realizations.
Laura rubs his back. The joke was kind of a test to see how zoned out Dongi was.
Oh, Tongi did hear it, but he didn't process it. He's zoned out.
Exactly. And it was a bad joke.
Tongi wouldn't have gotten that, admittedly. So, just like he just kind of he continues staring off, and he smiles. Ah, I didn't know. Ah, oh my god, I didn't know. Oh my god, has that always happened? Oh my god, is that always? Oh my god. 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 And he starts he puts the hand mirror away in his hammer space, and he just starts like happy flapping, just like happy stim right now. Just like, oh my god! 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 Wait! I was going. Oh, really? Really? I really?
Lore takes the whiteboard he left out and
Oh,
writes
oh,
really, and Souls shows it to Dongi.
oh, thank you so much. Oh God, I thought I put that away in my hammer space. Oh, thank you so much. Oh goodness, oh God, oh God, it's okay, okay, I'm taking that back. Puts it back in this hammer space. Of course, of course. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I'm guessing this is a good thing then? Lore just raises his eyebrows in a happy way.
And he's just like clappy, happy stims. Like he doesn't say anything. All he said, the most you get from him is those little like squeals of like happy noises. But like you can tell, yes, this is a good thing.
Lore just laughs with him.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell you about this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Ah! 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 He's vibrating now.
Lore puts a hand out for a high five.
Ah! And Tongi will high five him back. Ah!
I just imagine him doing it with both hands like a million times.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Good, 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 good. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You have speedrun so many things right now. I am having a moment. But man, Tongi needed to get all of that out. Man. But yeah, no. Off back to the apartment. Back to Tongi's apartment. And
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, Lore just carries him there.
just like just I
This man
imagine
doesn't
like
have a choice.
yeah, I imagine Tongi's just like while Laura is still carrying him, Tongi doesn't even protest. He's just still happily squealing like ah, it's like ah, and you can hear
Lore's
him
like,
just like very happily like sort of talking to himself like so excitedly about this like oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, like it just keeps going like from English to
mhm.
French to English to French or yeah fourth sentence or whatever language is it but yeah.
um, Lore is like, roll survival, Tongi.
That's a fun roll. Oh wait, shoot, that's dice parser. Darn. Don't. That's not. No, I have my physical dice out with me. I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, it makes sense that it's at disadvantage. You can roll again in a moment.
Oh well.
Tongi looks around and realizes that they are kind of lost. He knows where they
Oh,
are, but he realizes that, like, despite the directions, they are lost.
oh, I don't think that's.
And
This is not the direction. I think you're supposed to go to. I think it's
Lord
to the
gives a
right.
big sigh. He's
Ah,
like, yeah, that makes sense. I'll have to tell you some things about myself later. Don't worry.
oh,
Lore smiles. I'm an open book.
oh. Do you keep uh continually lost then, or is that?
Uh, I have more than one curse, and he points at his
Oh
eyes.
God. Oh dear. I'm so sorry about. Oh, the eyes. Oh, have you already told me about? I don't even know. That whole thing was just so much. It's just like I
Don't
man.
worry. He puts up a hand to Tongi, and he's like, "Don't worry, sir. No offense, but I've dealt with my problems."
Oh, I hope you have. I pretty much hope you have. I
I
hope
mean,
so.
if I hadn't, I don't know if I could have given you the advice I did without feeling guilty
Oh,
myself.
you know what? Fair. That's very yes. You're incredibly emotionally stable and but
I have
I'm
6 parents.
Tongi looks like oh that would make sense actually.
Yeah, yeah, 6
Understandable.
parents, and then all the parents in the village. I had lots of people to help me out.
Oh
You're
wow.
good. There's a reason I'm emotionally adjusted.
Oh God, I'm glad for you. I'm very glad for you, Zed. That's
Lore hands puts out another high five.
Tongi takes the high five.
And Laura's just like, I'm cursed to be lost,
Oh,
sir.
oh,
So I'll elaborate upon that later. But don't worry, I knew it was coming, and so
oh,
did my family. So I'm more or less prepared for it.
ah, light, but
But
but,
he's like,
yes.
however, sir,
Mhm.
that means you're going to have to help me out a little bit more actively getting to your place, because
Oh, oh,
he
right.
gestures, we're lost.
So I don't even have. I don't even. So I could. You can still carry me then? Is that? I mean, I'm fine not being carried, but also.
I would prefer to carry you, because no offense,
All
you
right.
might wander off and leave me behind, and
Yes, you know what? I'm
yeah.
having a nice time here. This is very nice. I'm gonna. Yeah, I can stay here. I can stay here. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna. Yes, you know what? I'll stay here. You know what? I'll get. I'll lead the way. And let's see.
Lord
Oh,
laughs.
that's nice.
Awesome.
Dirty 20! They get
Yeah,
there!
they'll make it just fine. Lore laughs as they're walking. He's like, "I also have 6 younger siblings, and I am the
Oh.
tallest, so this is I like carrying people."
Oh. Alright, that makes sense. Oh, you big brother too. Oh. Gods! Gods, how? How? I'm sorry. Gestures at lore, gestures at all of lore. Just housed, housed, whoops. You know what? I am. I've only known you for like a day, but I'm pretty sure that like if something bad happened to you, I would fight everyone I would fight everyone in my local proximity, metaphorically speaking, of course, and then, well, maybe not myself considering the talk we just had, but you know, you get the gist. I'll live and
Lore
commit
laughs.
atrocities for you, basically, is
What was
what
that
I'm
last part?
saying. I'll live and commit atrocities for you.
Lore laughs so deeply that, like, it shakes, Tongi again,
Mm-hmm.
and it just keeps shaking him more and more because this guy is, like,
Oh,
bending over
oh my
laughing.
god! You're going to, you're going, ah!
He stands back up, like,
You're
and wipes away a tear. I'm sorry, sir.
No,
That's
you're
just
fine, you're fine,
that's
you're fine, you're
really
fine.
kind of you.
You're fine. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
I would do
Ah.
the same for you, sir. And Lori smiles a little, like, not smugly, but, like, confident and, a little bit knowing and kind of playfully, and he's like, I'm pretty good at fighting."
Oh, oh, wow. Well, I mean, suppose I can gather that considering that how strong you are carrying me. Wow. Hmm.
"You haven't tried to lift my backpack, sir." He
Oh,
laughs.
gods. I mean, I guess I'm decently strong, but it's average. Gods. How strong? How heavy is that?
Lord takes off his backpack and offers it to,
I'm
Tongi.
so
"Make a
scared.
strength save."
I'm so scared. Oh, you don't have.
It's a high DC.
I imagine so. Let's see. How badly does he do that? Oh, that's it. I mean, that's not gonna make it though.
Yeah, no, DC was 16. Tongi takes it and immediately is like,
Oh
and
god!
like,
Oh god! That is heavy. That is
uh,
heavy. Okay.
this
Oh,
thing feels like it could be 100 pounds. It's heavy.
oh god. Okay, that's hurt my.
You're also just like, how did he get that much stuff in this backpack?
Yeah.
He's a
It's
real
just like,
kind.
yeah. Just like, God, that's okay. If I carry that anymore, that's going to really hurt my arms. You're gonna have to take that.
Yeah, no, he like sunk to the ground with his arms and like Laura's still holding him, but he's like flopped over. And Laura just picks it up like it weighs nothing and puts it back on.
Oh, wow, yeah, wow. Okay, wow.
Laura's just like, I don't know if you remember, but I did say I grew up fighting monsters.
Right. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's just, I just processed that. Wow, that's a, wow. Yeah, wow, I'm hoping you were safe. You most likely
I
would
mean,
if you're still here talking to me.
Laura gestures at the fact he's wearing like short shorts and he's like, I don't have any scars if that's what you mean. Don't worry. I was fine.
Oh, wow, okay, wow. Impressive.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, it helps that you work on printing presses. Those things take a little
Oh,
bit. Like he says it kind of in mention, like he's not really thinking about it and
hmm.
keeps walking.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Tommy just looks like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, Laura perks up and he's like, I love books. We can talk more about that later. We should probably
Hmm.
focus on getting somewhere out of
Yes,
the ring.
I think. Oh, well, I think we're fairly close to the apartment anyway. So mm, uh,
Yeah, I'm guessing that they arrive at the front
yeah,
door and Laura
they're
just
there
keeps
now.
holding Tongi and just knocks.
Okay, well, it takes a little bit, but you you it takes a little bit, but the door opens and you see this. He's not as tall as you, but I think he's like relatively kind of tall. Like My
Mhm.
brain is giving me 6'3", which in comparison to Tongi is very tall. But you know what? I may as well. Height difference
Yeah.
time, baby. So he's six
Yes.
foot
My
three.
favorite.
Just like so, he just kind of looks at. But wait, what? Oh, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hey, what? Okay, yes, this is Lord, this is Lord, this is Lord. I have so many
Is this
things.
Tongi talking?
Yes,
All
that is
flustered?
Tongi talking. That is Tongi talking. I was going back and
Is
forth between Adrian and
is
Tongi.
Tongi still glowing?
Yes, he's still glowing. He's just seeing the husband and the glowing. And Adrian kind of stops and just kind of looks at him. Adrian just kind of looks at Tongi, and it's just like, A, your hair is down, my lad, and my sweet husband, and two, I have never Sparks. Hello, my lad, my sweet lad. It's- oh,
Nora's
holy
just smiling
shit!
very softly and
Holy
just teasingly
shit!
says, "Absolutely glowing, isn't he?"
Adrian blinks. Just shit. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Wow. Okay.
The
What?
stranger holding his husband.
Just like I think Adrian's just accepted that this just happens a lot. Just like it does, yeah. Okay, well, something certainly happened. You want to come in?
L
I mean, we got food. I'm like,
Lord ducks under the door and
oh
comes
yeah,
in
you're tall. Yeah. Oh,
and,
I mean, yeah.
sets down his backpack and takes off his shoes because 'cause they're wet and
Tongi's
sets
still hung
Tongi
up on
down.
him.
Yeah, Tongi, he offers Tongi, like, under the arms to his husband.
Hello. Oh, hey. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi.
And Laura's just like, "I think this is yours."
I Tongi just looks at him, smiling. Just, and Adrian just looks
You
at
should
him.
have the thing
Yeah.
is Laura's gonna really quickly, like, you should have heard him gush about you.
Adrian just looks at Laura and then looks back at Tongi, and Tongi is grinning now. Like, oh yeah,
He
and
loves you
looks back at
very
Laura,
much.
and looks back at Tongi. Tongi, who is grinning wider, and then he looks back at
And
Laura.
I look at him, and he looks at me.
Yes, yes, exactly, good. And anyways, he looks back at Laura, and he sparks. Hey, is that? Hey, the and he just sort of gestures around himself, just like to indicate, like, bro, the sparkles, dude. It's like, and Tongi just like,
I love the idea that, Adrian has not taken his husband from Laura, and Laura's just still casually holding him
oh,
out as
I was just imagining, and for some reason, I was just imagining now that it was just standing there, but somewhere along the lines, it was, whatever. We'll go with that. Just, I don't, okay, well, you want to put my husband down? You want to do that?
Laura like, "Oh, right, sorry, he doesn't weigh much, I
Yeah.
forgot," and sets him down.
Yes, apparently I don't. Apparently I don't. He came at me with very heavy ways. Hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi. Yeah, hi, hello. Dude, what the heck? I know, I know, I know. That's never happened. That's never happened. And he just serve as his face, just like I'm glowing. I'm glowing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, my man. Look at this. It's like, and Adrian just like he's still looking like bewildered, but like he smiles. It's a sort of smile where you're like you don't realize you're smiling, but you sure are smiling. It's just uh,
Yeah, I love those.
okay.
Laura makes sure the door is
Uh,
closed and
yeah.
kind of gestures, Tongi inside farther and waves to
Oh,
Adrian,
oh, no, no,
like,
no, no, no.
I'm sorry to be forward, but we should probably talk."
Uh, oh, did something happen?
"Well, I mean, everything's fine,
I mean, I can
but
gather
your
that.
husband
Yeah.
did tell me some things that, he and I believe that you should know he told me.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anybody else, and I consider us friends, but we did just meet," and
oh,
Laura smiles and laughs kinda deeply again, and he's
right,
like,
right.
Just blame the plot."
Hmm. I mean, he turns to Tom. Well, I mean, you've always. I, okay, I'm sorry. This is actually I don't. I was not planning for this to happen. I don't. Sorry. Words. Hmm. Eh.
Is this you or Tongi?
That's Adrian. Because Adrian
Okay,
is,
just double checking.
yeah, he's supposed to have a sort of like deeper sort of like voice ish, but like it may be a bit confusing. So, but yeah, I
Hmm.
hmm, I mean,
Don't
you
worry, I'm
may as
wrapping
well.
up.
Sorry.
I said, do you have some place to be shortly, right? This is Katie.
Oh, right. Yeah. Um, yeah, I do. I was going to say that, but I do. But I think maybe we can just because like I this is good. This is juicy. This is so good. I can think we can probably say that like Laura probably like tells like Adrian
Well,
like
if you have time later, we can do a follow up.
oh that could be good. Yeah.
I would love to do that
Yeah. But I feel like a
because
good
that I would, especially since I know they have a kid. Like, oh
oh
yes,
yeah. I think like a good way to like wrap
hmm
up the 12
I
FPS.
can wrap up if you want.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like maybe a good way
Yeah.
to end
So
it was like maybe Laura tells Adrian what happens, and like Adrian just like kind of
mhm,
looks and says like, "Oh, shoot."
yeah, I would like to if we do a follow up, I'd like to have that conversation.
Oh, right. I okay. Well, like, that can work. I was sort of thinking of it
Yeah.
more like being like Laura just tells him then and there, but like I think we can kind of leave that
Oh,
off in a
the thing is,
mhm.
Laura would totally do the same thing to Adrian.
Wait, how
So I
so?
need to. I don't know. We have to see. I don't know. Laura just does things, and I'm like,
Oh
okay,
right.
you're
Oh, oh
doing that, my
oh
boy.
right. Oh right. Oh right.
So I'm just
Okay.
like, I don't know what he'll do, and I need
Yeah.
to know.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
that is.
I can see Laura just sitting Adrian down and
And
looking
lore.
confused,
Oops, you also have
and
lore.
yep, and just like setting Tongi down next to him and sitting next to Tongi, and like, I don't want to separate you, but this I mean, I don't know, it might be easier if you can see him face to face, or he looks at Tongi like, "Would you rather sit next to your husband?" I don't know how this
Eh,
works.
I really do not mind. Whatever. It's absolutely fine. You can. I don't care. I really don't care.
Lord smiles like, "I think that's the first time I've seen you be honest on the first try."
Oh my gosh! You're calling the lad out. I love it. But yeah, he just it's there, and he kind of just looks like you like It's just like oh, good point. Good point. But
Does
well,
Adrian react to, like, Lord just calling his husband
I
out?
think his eyes just like widened just like a bit like sh- oh man, wow. This kid's something else. This kid's something else. Like look, this guy my husband like looks like he's doing much better than like he usually is, and it's like what
My
happened?
husband went on a walk and suddenly he's glowing.
And suddenly he's got closure. What? Hello? I did not expect it to happen like this. But yeah.
Hello, he met a young man who's very tall and suddenly he's fine.
Wow, they had a talk. They had a long talk. It was
They
quite
had a
something.
very good talk, and now he's
Yeah.
coming for you, Adrian.
Yeah. But I mean, if you want to like cut it off then
Yeah, like,
yeah, feel free to wrap
they're
it up.
gonna have a talk.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yep.
good. That's good. Yeah.
Oh, that was fun,
So,
Argy. We'll have
yeah,
to talk
so
about when you're
good.
free again as soon as possible. Don't worry, my schedule's very open.
Yeah, that I definitely want to continue this. Like, oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yes.
I can't
I
believe
love
this.
Tongi.
Yeah. Katie, I think you've thrown some wrenches in like what I was planning for him. Like, he is in a much better
Oh,
place now. Thank you so much.
you're
I,
welcome.
yeah, man.
Yeah, this is why I'll tell you after because I don't wanna end
Please
the
do,
recording.
please do.
Uh,
Yeah. But yeah, no.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Ve
the 12 FPS. Sir, you've got lore. And man, was it jam packed as heck. But I'm so glad it
Yeah,
happened. It was so
accurate
good.
title.
Yeah, you've got lore. You've got lore, my sir. You got lore.
You got lore.
Yeah, but
For
yeah,
everybody
that's
listening, have
yeah,
a good time zone.
yeah. Thank you so much for everyone listening, and
Yeah,
in the future, and yeah, have a good time zone. Bye.
bye.